Did I break it? I might have broke it.
No,
Something's broken.
No, I am fine. I'm fine. I thought I was just frozen myself down. I'm like, no, I'm moving. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Game on Let's Go podcast. A little later than usual, thanks to Twitch. Thank you. I saw your eyes move there, James. Can't fool me. Not Alt F4 in again.
I can't believe you fell for that. That was.
I can't believe
I was waiting for you to be like, and then you go quiet for like 5 minutes. I'm like, did he actually Alt F4 out of the game?
I think this is the sort of. It's just a moment just went.
Oh, there we are.
Yes, that was so stupid with that one.
Oh, hang on. Chris is here, which means I have to.
Yes, you got the dumb guy. You have to be back up there.
No, I have this one.
Arrived.
This is the new one. This is my new favorite.
I can't believe you did that, Arnie. So good morning. I am Lord Teamaker, aka Will McKellar. Joining us as Doc Brown is Chris Hagelman.
Ah, yes. Me and the math brain. Good morning, everyone.
And of course, it is joined as well by Mr. James Atkinson.
Ooh, that's dark. That's more mood lighting. I like that. It's better.
So you can sit and go, hey.
Well, I have this key light right here now, right? So I've had it for a while, and I only use it when I need to. This is it at like 11% brightness, 9% brightness, right? And very blue, like cool.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really fucked around with it too much. Because I'm like, do I go like more yellow? Do I go like more like this is like berry white levels of stuff, right? So it's like, this is very like yellow tint. Now, do I go like more white? I think white washes me out a little bit, so stick around with more blue. So you stick with a very cool tint at blue, but it's 9%. If I go to 100%, it's like the sun, right?
Jeez.
This really washes me out. And then if you go yellow, it's not too bad at like 100%, but I guess we have to like tone it down a little bit here. And the big thing too is because I have natural lighting coming in from the other side. So you got to kind of balance that out. So I think by like going like there, and then just trying to like that is like a good level because they don't look too washed out.
Mm-hmm.
The other problem is that like if I shut that, then this is the only light source, so I need to kind of mess around, streamer things. Could do get a second key light?
Well, some people
my lighting is all sorts of complicated. It's very important for me to have incredibly tight and very specialized lighting.
Just to get your profile right.
He just doesn't have a camera that can handle it right now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've gotten to a point where I've been wearing a headband while I'm working.
Yeah.
Because at this point I'm 2 months overdue for a haircut. So like it's in my eyes. So like I wear like yesterday I'm wearing like a police t-shirt from Sting and the Police, like a throwback old t-shirt. I'm wearing a headband, and it's got like my hair like up, like kind of like poofed up like this, and I'm sitting there, and I'm as a joke to meme on Kim, is I've shaved my beard down very tight, but I've kept the mustache long, and she's just like, you just start a fucking punk band already. Just start an 80s rock band. I'm like, I'm very close. Me and Chris, get a couple of bandanas and we can look the part.
Oh yeah, no, you hit me with some like hairspray, a little bit of blow dry, and my hair fluffs up real big, and I get real Motley Crue real fast.
Yeah, mine's the same way too. I get like the big poof, like it poofs. It's very awkward, and like I'm starting to get like the little bit of like the mullet, like the flare out at the back here. That's very.
Mine isn't too long yet. It's just there, top of the eyes.
Mine is over my shoulders. I'll just be very specific. Mine is even longer than what's in the photo by about 30%, 40%.
Oh yeah, I used to let my hair go that long.
I'm gonna look like
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like Majima by the time I go back to work.
Well, I mean, I grow my. I mean, obviously, I grow mine out and then I donate it. But I'm trying to grow it out long enough so that when I donate it, I can still have hair.
Yeah, that's always
So
that's always a
where
good
I'm at.
thing. I have to keep my hair relatively a certain way for work reasons, and
Yeah.
well, I'm not actually at work. You know, I don't go to an office right now, so that's kind of a positive sign for that. But at the same time, it's like I would like to just not have to deal with this.
Yeah.
It's video calls, isn't it? It's like, oh shit.
No. There's been no. Once again, there has been no video conference calls yet. But there is me. I have been very tempted because of the green screen. Like when we're doing a video conference call of like just like putting the green screen behind me and then like putting like a Godzilla versus Mothra fight on in the background. So I'm just sitting there and Godzilla versus Mothra is just going on in the background and I'm just sitting there talking. I almost did it, but I kept my camera off because my boss's boss was on the conference call and I'm like, probably not good to do that for this guy.
Yeah,
Your temptation to fuck around would be way too high. It's too much of a risk. It's too much of a hazard to the company.
Yeah, exactly. Would we get like I am all about the cheap laugh, but not at the expense of my livelihood.
There has to
Or
come
the
a
livelihood of others.
Yeah, there's definitely a cost benefit analysis that went on there.
So, what's on store for us today? I hear you not say. Well, we got a slight content dump. You know, we had a content dump before everything kicked off, so you know we're a bit lighter. So we maybe have to squeeze a bit more out.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can still talk about Hallmark movies for another 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, we can just keep ripping into that.
Yeah, I'll just.
We could do an entire different series explicitly for Hallmark movies.
Exactly. Just call it, what the fuck, Hallmark? If
no, it'd have to be more wholesome than that, wouldn't it? What the heck, Hallmark?
What the hey, Hallmark?
What the heck? Coming this July. What the hey, Hallmark? Find Joey.
A small town girl and a big town guy meet up in a hilarious circumstance. Can his daughter repair the damaged relationship before she has to go to Mumbai for business?
And who will look after the puppy?
Oh, honey, you're
Can
so cute.
Granny Smith make the apple pie?
Oh. When she's only been ordering Uber Eats. And then the coronavirus hits, and they're stuck quarantined together.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the coronavirus-based fucking
Hallmark movies.
Yeah, like 34 years from now, we're gonna see one, and it's just gonna be like just a meet cute about quarantines.
Oh no, I can't go. We're stuck quarantined together in this small apartment. What happens when all you can do is order Uber Eats?
This is where they need to start like horror meet cutes, where it's like the premise for a horror movie, but it's actually a meet cute.
I mean that's
that needs to happen.
That's kind of a good like. I would watch one of those, if only because like if you like portrayed it as just like the horror movie, and it was just like ended up being a rom-com. But like you shot it like a horror movie, like the Jason, like the tense suspense. Like I'm thinking Psycho, right? Like you shot it like Psycho, but it was a horror. But it was a rom-com. That would be just like you're going into like the scene. It's like the scene where like he's going in there with like the knife, like the shower scene. But like doing that, you shoot it all the same way. But like he comes in and like. He rips open the shower, but then it doesn't look. He's half asleep, and he's just going there because like she's in his apartment because obviously rom-com quarantine. And then it's just like, oh my god, I'm in the shower. And then just like, but to build up to it.
or, or, or she had called him to fix the shower, and it just like she scheduled it for today, but she forgot it was today, and it just dumb shit like that.
Exactly. Just
He was an interplanetary super soldier. She was a flight attendant. And on this shuttle filled with alien parasites.
starring
You know what
Sylvester
it'll be,
Stallone.
You know what it'll be for the pandemic, though, and it's like
No,
he was
guest
high
starring,
risk. She was his carer in love in pandemic times.
Love spreads.
Who's the lead of this movie? Just the guy from the local Starbucks. You know,
Patrick
that
Duffy.
guy. He kind of looks like discount Henry Cavill. It's like he's Henry Cavill, but like
Andrew Walker.
yes,
It's Andrew Walker.
yeah, it's Andrew Walker.
Yeah.
It's Andrew
It's Andrew Walker.
Chris Evans.
It's like Tom Holland. Just like
No, they're too big. Too big. That's
big.
where
Well, I'm
they're
saying
guests.
he's-
They show up. They're like the brother who owns like something. It's like it's almost always either like Luke McFarlane or Andrew Walker.
and here's and let's be real here. Like that Henry Cavill's in it like all of 2 minutes, doesn't have any speaking parts, but he's there so they could just put his name on the billing. Starring Henry Cavill. He's not there.
Yeah, he's there. He's like in the family like dinner piece, but like he himself is actually there for dinner and they're just recording.
Exactly.
Like they get the one take and that's it.
It's
And
just
it's usually the worst take of the entire movie.
It is. But he is amazing in it. Henry Cavill like steals the show in it. And that's mainly
Really
because
does.
love interest girl, which is like discount Amy Adams, just is oogling over Henry Cavill the entire time. As we've lost all of our female membership at this point, as we have just broken down this. See, we can write a Hallmark movie.
It's true.
10 out of
All we need is Andrew Walker. That's really what we need. Andrew Walker and like one of the actresses, Jessica Loans. She could be in it. It varies.
Is it weird that I would like to see like a rom-com written by Quentin Tarantino?
Where'd you put
Yeah,
the
that'd be pretty good.
flowers?
Or
Where'd you put the motherfucking
Josh
flowers?
Whedon doing a rom-com.
Yeah, Joss Whedon doing a rom-com would be pretty solid.
Yeah.
I would appreciate.
Just
I would
because
give it a
like
big preach.
talk about subverting expectations, like that would be that would be a good one. Though what did I see today? What did I see as a meme? It said, "Oh yeah, 2020 horror." It's like horror movie 2020, written by Stephen King, directed by Quentin Tarantino. I was like, I'm like, but there's not enough Samuel L. Jackson in this so far. There's a distinct lack of MRFers being dropped by Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, it's in quarantine, you can't hear them.
I would, if you heard Samuel L. Jackson, I figured you could hear him all the way in England from LA. If you wanted to. He's Samuel L. Jackson.
That's only if you put like a handgun.
He's
to
Samuel
your ear.
motherfucking L. Jackson.
Right, shall we go for our content dump?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Because I got a good piece of news, and then I've got a piece of news that will make James go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Right. So, the first bit of content dump is Gamescom. They have released details of their lineup thing for them going online, the digital only event this year. And it's like last year with Hideo Kojima's best mate, Jeff Keighley, opening the show with Opening Night Live. But right over from the 27th of August to the 30th of August, it's going to be sort of like just online stuff, as if it would be a games conference. Like, you know, you got your indie area, you got your cosplay area, you got your interviews, you got your merchandise. So it's like they went, oh, so we can't get all of us all sweating to high heaven in like queues, so we might as well take it online. So here it is. And apparently it could be another surprisingly packed show. Oh, yes.
Weird question.
So, mhm.
What did Jeff Keighley actually do before this? Before being a presenter? Like, what did he do?
To Wikipedia.
I was gonna say, like, because
Yeah,
he
that's
seems
what I'm-
like what the
I'm
what the
wondering.
hell's the name of the guy who did American Idol for years? Like, he wasn't one of the judges. He was Ryan Seacrest, was it?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
what did he do before that? It was just like, now he's just a presenter. Like, Carson Daly, like, was a presenter, but like he did TRL, and then he worked his way up to like one of the morning talk shows in America. I'm like, it's like great. Like, Carson Daly had a career where he started at MTV when it was brand new, did Total Request Live, and like presented all the way through, and now he's like one of the 4 hosts on like Good Morning America. Sustainable career, understandable, but like, what is Jeff Keighley, and why is he friends with Hideo Kojima? I'm just trying to understand,
Well-
like why, like is he just been a presenter and like he's just like into video games and now it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna do this now?
Pretty much. He started in like game trailer, and his first one was way back, right? When I was in my teens. So it would have been he was in his teens because he's the same age as me.
Jeff Keighley.
He's older than me by about 3 months.
I'm just trying to understand you, Jeff Keighley. Since I'm gonna be seeing a lot of you in the next couple of weeks, I just want to know, Jeff.
So his first thing came reporting and presenting through Cybermania '94, the Ultimate Games Awards.
Oh, he was in G4.
Yeah,
G4
he was
TV.
14 at the time.
He's freelance writer. Okay, so he was a writer. Okay. I mean,
So he's wanted to be pretty much presenter since he was a kid.
oh, he's known by he's known because he did the Fox News segment on Mass Effect, where like
Right.
he blasted Fox News about it.
Everybody blasts Fox News. It's like shooting fish into a barrel these days.
He probably crossed paths with my favorite presenter of all time, who retired from it, Adam Sessler. I loved Adam Sessler. G4 TV, him and Morgan Webb.
Right.
I remember one of his most famous review quotes is, "They'd rather suck on a urinal puck than play this game again." I was like, that's strong. Like they did a lot of their writing, but like what was nice about it was a TV show on TV where they reviewed games and they weren't afraid to give games that sucked bad reviews. Like even if they got review copies, they weren't afraid to do that. Not like, like, oh, Metal Gear Solid Survive came out, 7 out of 10. No Man's Sky, the first time through, 7 out of 10. You can't play the game; it is literally broken. 7 out of 10.
So that's it.
7 out of 10.
So yeah, so he's pretty much been a presenter all his life.
That's fine. Like I just wanted to understand, like, because like up until like the Spike Game Awards, like I didn't know hear of Jeff Keighley, and like now
Yeah.
he's everywhere, which is fine. It's just like, Jeff, I want to know. I need to understand, Jeff.
Even if you went front row when the BAFTA knows that.
Also, how brown is your nose? I imagine not very, because like Hideo Kojima comes from Japan and they've got bidets there. So
Yes, it's quite
Yeah,
wet and
at least
shiny.
washes them off.
yeah, I mean he seems like a very meticulous kind of guy. I mean, let's be real. I mean, let's like this guy looks like he's yeah.
Do you think that's how Jess is at the moment? He has his cardboard cutout.
Life size body pillow.
Hi.
No, he's got the body pillow.
Hi.
He's got the full size body pillow on his bed, just hugging it. When a Canadian journal writer's wife leaves him because of his weird obsession with his body pillow. Coming this week on Hallmark. For the love of Hado. One man's obsession turns into a slightly awkward bromance that may or may not have had him show up in a video game.
Well, I've got another hallmark for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
One man's gaming obsession with a management sim versus one team's obsession with their name not giving them money. Oh, yes! Man United is suing Football Manager over the use of its name.
Okay.
Which is just like, doesn't that make you go, oh, for fuck's sake?
I'm pretty sure Football Manager has the rights to the... Well, no, actually, no. They don't have the rights to the Premier League names or the stuff. So they have like the rights to the name of the Premier League, but not the like stuff. So the game ships without kits, without any of those kind of stuff. Heck, Juventus is called Zebra in the game.
It just makes me just roll my eyes. I wish I'd afford that one instead. Because it's like 16 years they've had. 16 years! Or even 28 years after the first Championship Manager, and now they're doing this? Are they that stupid?
No, they're that hurting for money because of the coronavirus. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're trying
Pretty
to find
much.
alternative revenue streams. They've got to pay those £80 million they paid for Harry Maguire.
Because they're saying it also claims Football Manager infringes its trademark, the Manchester United logo, by not using the official Man United crest in the great game. This deprives the registered proprietor of its right to have the club crest licensed.
It doesn't use Manchester United's crest in the game. It doesn't.
So that's depriving them, apparently, of money.
You know the reason why they don't use the crest in the game? Because they don't want to sell them the rights to use the crest in the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm suing
They
you
could gain some money.
because you are not using my crest because I won't sell you the right to use my crest.
Yep.
You know why this don't... Meanwhile, Football Manager, from the championship down, has the rights, has every team's face pack, names, logo, badges, perfectly fine.
Mm.
But not Man
Their
United.
coach, all I gotta
So Shard.
has spoken openly about how he started playing Football Manager when he was the player in the club, and he even helped him perfect his tactics.
I believe it.
Yeah, 'cause apparently here's a quote. He said, "It's a fantastic game. I've learned a lot about football from it." Said back in 2013. I remember thinking the same then that I do as a manager. You want to give the young guns the chance and see them develop. Many of my players play FIFA and Football Manager. I think it helps them understand football better. I think this is going to get thrown out very quickly.
Yeah, it seems pretty bogus. What? And the other thing is, what happens if they just call themselves Manchester United, but with no D? Manchester United with a T. Technically, or they just call them United. It just happens to be a team called United that is based in Manchester.
Or Manchester spelt with two N's.
Manchester.
Extra letters.
I mean, if you talk to anybody from Manchester, it sounds like it's spoken with two N's.
Yeah, he speaks for anybody from Manchester. They hate the team. You go, is it Manchester City? No? Then fuck off then.
Okay, fuck off.
Pretty much it.
It's that being said, do you want to hear a good piece of Football Manager news that I have? All
Yes.
right, I will give you the reverse of this.
Mm-hmm.
A gentleman plays a group called Towlaw Town in Football Manager, right? Let me get Work the Space is the name of the YouTube channel. He's one of the pillars of the FM community on YouTube.
Right.
So he plays this group called Towlaw Town. They are in like the 12th tier of English football. And he's brought them all the way to the Prem, Road to Glory series, stayed there the entire time, has a cup named after the current like owner of the club. Like that kind of thing. Like they had board takeovers and stuff, but like anyways, they ran into financial difficulties. And they started a GoFundMe page to like they wanted to raise £2,000 to like cover the wages of the staff, cover the bills for the end of the season, because that they're with the league that they're in is shut down for the year. They're done. They're not doing anything more. And so they needed to, at least finish paying the rest of their staff and stuff. So he found out about it on his YouTube channel. And he blasted it and said, "Listen, any of the merch sales that I have for like the next couple of days is going towards this. If you guys can donate." And I think he'd raised they beat the number significantly. Let me see. Allah Town. Yeah, there it is. FC GoFundMe. Let me just. Yeah, so they wanted 2,000. They raised £6,000, and partially thanks to him. So as a thank you, they are putting his YouTube channel on their home kit for next season. He's the main sponsor of their home kit, which is also ridiculously smart. Because on average, his videos get anywhere from I think 10 to 20,000 views for Football Manager. All of those people now are like, he goes, "By the way, you can support the club now because they have my YouTube logo as their main kit sponsor." How many people of his channel do you think went and bought a Outlaw Town jersey because his name is on it?
It's got to be in the thousands.
It is a great story. Where
awesome.
he plays a save, falls in love with it. The club gets into financial difficulty. He helps it out, and then all of a sudden, bang. He's got over 100,000 subscribers, and 12 to 15,000 people watch his videos. It's great. I see where you say Manchester United is suing Football Manager. Without Football Manager, that team runs into financial difficulties, and they may not do that because this guy happens to be doing a save of that team. They're able to stay afloat for another season and create a wonderful partnership. So that's what you should be doing, Manchester United. Not suing over not copyright infringement. Not suing for the lack of people not giving you money for not using your crest.
It seems very silly, clutchy at straws, isn't it? It's almost like getting hit in the leg and then going down for a penalty because, he hit my head.
Exactly. Other great things we heard about the Football Manager Lower League Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Football Manager players and streamers were drafted, and some of them had their own coaches and stuff. But Tom FM is another Football Manager YouTuber. His hometown club is Lincoln City. Loves the club, supported it all of his life. They drafted him to be their Football manager for in an official capacity. So anytime the club does anything related to Football Manager online, he's the person that they task with doing it. Like Jimmy Broadbent doing Gran Turismo or racing for Racing Point this year in the E-Series.
Yeah, he isn't in tomorrow's one, which sucks really because tomorrow's one is Monaco.
It's the one he's missing.
It's the one of the Triple Crown that he's missing, and I didn't draft him in for it.
I'm pretty sure he's all right. He's had a rough couple weeks, so.
Yeah, you may just think, it's good.
Don't blame him for not doing it. It's hard to, but yeah. So that's shitty Football Manager news with some good Football Manager news. By the way, Outlaw Town jerseys. If you want to get them, Google them. Go to the shop, get it. I'm thinking of buying a kit, if only because it helps support a small team. If Corby fucking sold a shirt, I would buy Corby Towns in a fucking second. If they sold kits, I would buy one in a second. But they don't. Their loss.
So have you been playing Football Manager this week?
I have.
And what have you been up to?
I absolutely have. By the way, £30 for a kit? That is dead cheap. Oh man. Hang on, I do have to. I will talk about this in a second, but I do need to show everybody. Take a look at it. That's a sharp kit. That's pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Okay. Also, apparently, if you buy a youth size, you get £5 off the price. Good buy. £25 for a kid. It's not bad. Yes. What have I been playing? I have been playing Football Manager.
Right.
No spoilers though. I can't tell you. We're in the Premier League still. I'll leave it at that. There is surprises. There is surprises this year though. This year, not at the level of a consortium coming in and spending £150 million worth of surprises, but surprises. It's good. I recorded episode 88 a few days ago, and I've got 89 to go today.
Nice.
So I will give you one spoiler that doesn't spoil almost anything, but we're playing Barcelona in episode 89. And it's not the first time we've played Barcelona either. So.
Ooh, that sounds very Champions League.
I'm not saying what tournament we're in, but we're playing it. And we still have Pepe, by the way. Pepe Hands scores lots of goals. And even funnier is I went through and I looked at our entire squad. Because I was going through, because, I'm kind of starting to do like, okay, we're getting towards the tail end of the save now. We're kind of in the upper echelons of European elite. We're kind of really breaking through. Let's look at the squad. Our oldest player is 25. Our oldest outfield player is 25 years old. I'm sitting there going like, oh, I should buy players for youth, right? Like, bring the young players in. My oldest player's 25. I'm like, if I buy an 18-year-old, like, he's not gonna start for years. My starting keeper is 19. He's 19. He's England's number 1. He plays for the national team. He's 19. I don't know how I do this. Well, I know how I do this. I buy both the Brazilians and the Germans. For whatever reason, there's been a ton of great German players that have come through. And I have literally raided all the clubs. Bayern Munich want to sell me like their best players like on the cheap.
Fair enough.
Bought a left back for £20,000, sold them for $40,000.
It's like
Easy
the football
game.
players are stock shares, aren't they?
Easy game.
Easy game. It's just like the worst part is you look at my squad. It's like somebody gets 24 and it's just like, let's go out to the shed. You're too old. Except for
We're old yellow.
Coach, I'm just about to hit my prime. No, you're not. You're past your prime.
No, please don't send me away to Luton Town.
To Luton. Have you heard of Shakhtar Donetsk? Hope you like Turkey. I've heard Berlin is wonderful this time of year. What are your thoughts on Russia? I found this great team based in Siberia. Not the weirdest. I'm trying to think of like the weirdest team I've sent somebody to. I've sent people to Ukraine, to Russia, but those are like pretty reputable leagues. I think the weirdest one is I sent an England capped under 18 player to my affiliate club in South Korea. So we had an England striker playing in South Korea, and he tore the league up.
Nice. Even though at times South Korea's national team is not bad at all.
Well, they've got Heung-min Son, Tottenham Hotspur legend.
USA 94. they went 2-0 down against the US, and then they came back to win it 3-2. I know this because my uncle at the time had a bet on, and they did it with 5 minutes to go. And I went to him, and wouldn't it be funny if they came back and won it? Whoops.
Yeah, I run a very Logan runs kind of a game. But it's also the way if you watch the series, you'll see it's the way I kind of set it up. Is that I buy and I just develop youth, and I go, I'm gonna have young players and just play with these guys so that when they're if they hit their potentials, like our captain, his name's Joe Keating. He's Ireland's vice captain. He's 25. He's our midfielder. He's been our captain for years. He's Ireland's vice captain in Northern Ireland. And he is one of the world's best midfielders, and he's 25. He's played over 300 appearances for TGWPIS FC. He's 25, and he's going to be and he's there for life. Because the best part is now he's hit that stage of his career where something happens and there's always interest in him, and he's constantly going, I have Bayern Munich came in to buy him, and he goes, I have no interest in joining them. Real Madrid put in a bid for him. He goes, I have no interest in joining Real Madrid. I'm just like, club captain, my man. My man. It's just like you're never leaving. Whatever kind of contract you want, you got it. I still do have Tyler Hancock at my club though. My homosexual striker. He's played in the Premier League. I've got him to play in the Prem.
Nice.
First openly gay man to play in to start matches in the Premier League. He started, came off immediately because he can't run for shit anymore. He's 34.
Yeah, getting old, getting past his prime now. Once he's past when he's what 24.
24. 20. Hey, we got a few exceptions. Keating is one. So, Football Manager series. Really, it's fun. Watch it. You'll see the save. It's a ton of fun. If I can figure out how to do it, and I can do it before the next Football Manager comes out, I will stop the game at TGWPIS at the top, and then go down to Corby, and then try and manage Corby from the bottom all the way back up to the top, and see if we can't meet TGWPIS FC in the Prem. It's only a couple, another 10 seasons. Oh my God.
Can you look at it and go, can you be transferred or can you be headhunted to go to another team then?
I can. I've had offers to join Hertha Berlin as a manager. I've had offers to join Lille and Leon, and I've turned them all down because I'm. And then I went to the new Corby board, and I was getting paid. I was getting paid £160,000 a week.
Yeah.
Or sorry, £1,600 a week. Not an egregious wage, but I'm in the Premier League, and that's what I'm making as a manager. Yeah. And I went to them hey, we should talk about getting me a new contract. And I always sign a 5-year deal. I'll lower my wages down to sign a longer deal. And I want to do a 5-year deal. They're like, great. I'm like, okay, so how much are you gonna offer me? £2,000 a week, £3,000 a week. How about £36,000 a week? I'm like, well, okay then. Let's where do I sign the contract? And I think I have a selfie that if another club comes to buy me, I am worth £20 million, so they have to pay them compensation costs.
Bloody hell!
I also have the editor on, so if I want to, I can turn the lower leagues back on, and I can forcibly move myself to Corby.
That might be an idea.
I like the idea of that in a physical sense. It's literally just no, it's fine. We can't do it. I'm here now, and you're my club.
Look at me. I'm the manager now.
The other manager's out on his ass outside doing sign.
Well, remember Corby has a player manager. So it's just like, but like you come in there like I'm the new manager now. Great. Hey, doing Gaffer? Good. And you just sit there and pull the other manager into the office. So listen, you're 28 years old.
Get out of my office.
You're 28 years old, man. I got a policy here. But I've been the club captain for like 18 years. Listen, I understand.
Is it too long?
I understand that. But listen, you've got a wife and kid at home. It's quarantine. You're a carpenter. I can't justify paying you $25 an appearance. You gotta go.
Furlough them.
It's just like, but who's gonna replace me? Yes, this is one of my new. This is Enrique Hernandez Cordero. We call him Q for short. Is he from Brazil? Yes. How did you get him? Well,
does he speak English? No.
No, he does not. How did you get him in the squad? Well, that's a good
the hard
thing.
way.
If you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of immigration coming into Corby recently. From the other club down the street, and there's been a lot of Brazilian families moving in. So we started developing some youth talent here, and man, you should see what this guy can do with the ball at his feet. It is absolutely amazing. Shouldn't he be playing for like a pro team? Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? When I came here, we're also an affiliate of TGWPIS FC. What does that mean? We just get to use all the youth players on loan, so I'm not paying him anything. And he's better than you. So, £25 a week, Brazilian wonder kid that I'm not paying any money to. But I was born and raised in Corby. That's great. You chose the wrong team to root for. This year's TGWPIS being in it. I would if I could, I would love to have ours be a sponsor for. I mean, that's the dream, right? We just talked about it with Worth the Space. He is the sponsor for a Little League slide. I would love to do it. There's a FIFA player who sponsors Doncaster Rovers. So it happens. But yes, that has been James's Football Manager Stories session. Quick other things. Don't Starve Together. We played yesterday. It was a ton of fun. I've been playing the new Warhammer 2 DLC because we need to support our friend.
Mm-hmm. He's not there anymore.
Doesn't matter. I'm not sure if her assets are being used in that game still today, so I'm still supporting her because I'm supporting her art. And I've also played the new Terraria update because Terraria. And I've actually gotten relatively far in it. And by relatively far, as I'm actually like not. I have gold level gear, which means nothing, and I haven't fought any bosses yet because I just don't know how. Terraria does a very good job of not telling you how to do anything in the game.
It's true. It's true. It's a really, really solid look it up, motherfucker game.
Yeah. Terraria is best played in 2 monitors. Terraria on one, the Wikipedia on the other.
Yes. Confirmed as someone who certainly does it.
Yeah, that is a very much thing. And then the one other thing, I have downloaded Yakuza 0 again.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
So I may start playing that again because Yakuza 0? Do I need a reason?
No. That's your reason.
The fewer reasons, the better.
The fewer reasons and more raisins, the better.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Okie dokie. Chris, what have you been playing, dude?
Oh, I've been all over the place as of late. A large number of survival games again. 'Tis the season. When you stare at your Steam library and you go, you just find survival games, and they're good fun. I've played a little bit of Breathage, a little bit of Astroneer. Obviously, we played some Don't Starve Together. A little bit of Empyrean, Galactic Survival. A little bit of Project Zomboid. A little bit of Osiris New Dawn. I booted up Miss Survival the other day. That was a little okay. Some Starbound, some Terraria, some 7 days. I don't know if I already said that. I probably did. A lot of 7 days, to be honest. At some point I have injured my hand, and I'm not sure how or why. And so the higher octane games are a little more difficult as of right now because of the lack of capacity to right click. So games with less right click involved are better.
That's why I have a game like Trials of Cold Steel. The reason I sit down and play it is because I play it with a controller. So it's less demanding on if I'm doing WASD and mouse and click. It kind of lets me kind of sit back and just chill. So that's one thing I've noticed in my gaming age is that I always have a game I want to play with a controller, which is also what Yakuza 0 would be.
But yeah, I've been enjoying quite a large number of these. And all the while I've been I've been listening to various Rusty Quill podcasts, the narrative ones. And that's been a lot of fun. That's been very enjoyable. It's just some mellow survival game and a little bit of podcast stories. I've been listening to Magnus Archives and Stellar Firma. Both fantastic. Highly suggested. So when you're done listening to our podcast, go listen to one of theirs.
Fair. Is that what you've been doing, Enemy?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I started work again, so.
Yeah.
It's
slowly bringing you back out.
Yeah.
Well, what I've been playing, right? What I've been playing is I've been playing Don't Starve Together with you two, where James is the only one who didn't die last night in it.
It's true. I'm still not sure how I died the first time. The second time I died trying to save James.
And I was like, oh no, I've not got no words. No. And I died from the shadows. Silly me. I've also been sort of doing a weird sort of mix of I've been going really deep into Assassin's Creed Odyssey on stream, trying to get through the Fate of Atlantis DLC, which is a lot bigger than what I imagined it to be. Started out with the Cerberus dog, which kind of looked like a pit bull, and you kind of think, I don't want to hurt you. You know, you're just being a bad dog because of the piece of Eden. What do I want to hurt you for? But you know, you got no choice, sadly. And the DLC treats it more like the sort of side stuff that you do in the game, where you look after, you go, well, I've got to go find some treasures. Oh, I've got to go, find these bounties to take out that you wanted to just avoid during the main game, but you have to do in the DLC, which is a little bit annoying. A little bit. Oh yes, JT. Really deep. Really deep. But I'm on to episode 2. We're getting closer to that end now. Hopefully we get to episode 3 this week. I have also been playing some multiplayer stuff with Robin with some Tricky Towers, with J-Dub for some Rocket League, including having some lovely people just swear and curse us. As always, thank you very much. Played some Dirt Rally 2. Argentina is quite a tricky course. It's very rocky. You got rocks all over you, very thin, very easy. Don't do speed. Do technical driving. Precision, making sure you don't go too far. And one of the nicest ways I could ever crash out of a stage happened where I got a raid from Her Name is Melula during the stream, and I didn't realize where I was and went sailing off a hairpin bend over the cliff. In the same corner I died the last time I did the stage. I couldn't be angry about this. That's the thing. You just look at it and go, okay, shit.
Welp.
And she's like, "Oh, did I do that? I'm sorry." Like, no, all my fault. And then something that we were discussing last week on the show about potential extra life stuff to do. I just basically went on a couple of games and picked off some quick trophies. To get that first page down, the trophy advisor down a little bit. So bit of word sweeper, bit of what else was it? Bit of a WRC 5, bit of pick a picks color, and there was a game I did buy called Gunman Clive HD. It's 2 side-scrolling platform games where you play as a cowboy, and in it you get to face dinosaurs in fights. It looks awesome. It's like this sort of it's not cell shaded. It's more like a pencil drawing that they've done for these. They're really cheap on PSN at the moment. About £6.49. You get 2 of them, and it's a nice little platformer. And there's tons of stages on it so far. It's really quite nice. And when you die, you start at the beginning of the stage. Infinite lives, infinite continues on there, but yeah, really quite nice and fun. So that's all I've been playing this week. Oh yes. Shout outs and pimp outs, anyone?
Shout outs and pimp outs.
Big pimp out then to CTR Tez, who we raided last night, who is currently on his 25th hour of his 24-hour stream for motor neuron disease.
Did they extend it because of financial incentives?
They didn't. No, because he started at 8 o'clock last night, so he's going to 8 tonight. So he did the smarter thing of starting it later at night, so then he gets the old overnight early hours dull, not many people watching out the way, gets that done, so now he gets the bigger stuff. And he's had a couple of really, really big messages from people. Like there was a radio DJ who's his idol, who they got to send him a message, which is really touching to see, So CTR Tez on Twitch at the moment. Go watch him after us. Join us as well, because he's a good lad. Met him in Leicester earlier this year. And also to chat, for those who have been here, to the people watching YouTube videos who are downloading the podcast, thank you. It's all for you.
Much appreciated.
Have you guys got any shout-outs?
Shout outs to Joey Keating for being a club legend.
Because now we've also got
to Cosmic Gamers for doing his things, their things, all in this quarantino. They recently started back streaming again, and it's good. I appreciate.
I very much appreciate.
The other thing we have to do is to vote for Free Play Friday.
Yes. El finale.
So
That'll be up on Twitter later today.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys get to vote. See what we do next.
I entirely forgot what I picked. Oh, I remember. What I picked now.
I remember what you picked. I remember what I picked.
Snake.
So the vote will go up. The options here. I don't remember what James picked.
Human Fall Flat.
But yep. So the games for options are, and I will announce it here as well. And you can vote on Twitter or in the Discord. Discord link can be provided. Vote for either continuing Don't Starve Together. We do another round of Don't Starve Together. We do Ticket to Ride, which was Will's option. 100% orange juice, which is my option. Or Human Fall Flat again, which is James's choice. Be sure to vote. Be sure to throw some opinionanos out there. Get some choices in there. And then Friday free play. We go and we fuck around. It'll be great.
All right. Well, we've been TGWPIS, you've been you. This has been the podcast. You guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time zone you are, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.